Today, we're going to look at how stress can be a major obstacle to clean eating. If you're like me, typical, busy, hardworking woman, you are often stressed out. Unfortunately, that just seems to be part of our culture now. And while that doesn't have to be true all the time, the fact is it's a good part of our life. And so we need to be aware of how it affects us. And so I was talking to a client recently, and she was sharing how she's realized that she thinks that oftentimes stress is what causes her to eat all sorts of things that she knows aren't good for her and doesn't want to eat, but she eats them anyway. You know the term eating your feelings, or we eat out of boredom, and sometimes that's related to stress. It's really important to find healthy ways to counter the stress, healthy ways to manage the stress in your life. And this takes some planning ahead of time, because ultimately when stress hits you, we tend to just react. We don't think, well, I'm stressed. What should I do instead? Typically, it's just we go with our default. It's really important to think ahead of time, like, okay, what do I want to do to manage my stress? What are my typical things? So maybe some typical things might be, typically when I'm stressed, I eat chocolate, or I go grab a bag of chips and I eat the whole thing. Or maybe it's not even food related. Maybe it's watch a movie, binge on a series. Just think of a number of unhealthy habits that you might use when you're stressed out, and be aware of those, and then decide, okay, well, what would I rather do? And what's a healthy response to my stress? Some healthy responses in terms of food would be, okay, I'm tempted to eat. Maybe instead of eating the unhealthy thing, maybe you could think of something that's healthy that would still kind of soothe that a little bit, but not be unhealthy in the same way. Another option would be to go completely outside of food and think about what are other options and things that you love to do that really rejuvenate you, that aren't food, that help manage your stress. So exercise is a huge one. Going for a walk, getting your heart rate up, taking deep breaths, just some deep breathing, yoga, stretching. Again, this is so dependent on who you are and what you like. So please know that I guess these are things that work for me, but they may not be things that work for you. If you find that you're eating because you're stressed, you might either find other options to eat that are healthier, or find things to do that pull you away from food, because oftentimes if we eat just when we're stressed out, we're actually overeating because we're not necessarily hungry. We're just trying to soothe something inside of us. As a clean eating coach, this is something I do to help clients like you. I empower my clients to create sustainable, long-term healthy eating habits. We use coaching, accountability, and strategies. Often we do calls on a weekly or bi-weekly basis to support each client in their unique situation, addressing their unique obstacles on their unique journey toward healthy eating. I'd love to walk alongside you on your journey toward healthy eating. Click the link below to schedule a free call with me so we can explore this opportunity together.